Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about the 2022 war in Europe and emergent language. And I love language. Like I just love words. I read a lot and I write a lot, and I love language. I mean, I love English. I love the American language, and I just love language, right? So let's talk about a super cool new phrase that came out, which is permanent force posture. Love it! Like, just so thrilled with this, right? So this is a very dope new phrase. So what the heck is a permanent force posture? Well, it's what every single European nation is about to get, like a permanent force posture, right? So basically, one of the things that is incredible right now is Donald Trump being proven right. This is happening a lot. I do not like telling you this. I really dislike President Trump. I didn't vote for him. I plan to never vote for him, and I will never vote for him. I will never vote for Donald Trump ever. I demand character in the people I vote for. I vote for U.S. president, and I don't. It's not debatable, right? It's not debatable on whether Donald Trump has character, right? That's not a debatable subject. And the reason why is he wrote a book that said he constantly lied. It's called The Art of the Deal. Go find it. Go read it. You will find that book could never have been written by anyone with character. He uses lying as a tool. That's not me saying it. He said it, right? Like, anybody who uses lying as a tool, like you would use a hammer, that's not a person of character, right? So it's not a debatable subject on whether Donald Trump has character or not. He doesn't, right? And I demand character in the people that I vote for president, right? Like, it's a fact. It's never going to change, right? So basically, this permanent. But one of the things he said is he's like, "Hey, we see you NATO members. You ain't spending 2% of your GDP on military. You're slacking. Right?" He said it, right? And just like everything that came out of his mouth, mainstream media just jumped on it and laughed and said he was wrong. And here's the thing: I think this is what I think of the President Donald Trump's presidency. He did the right thing in the worst possible way. And again, I'm an evangelical Christian. You got to do the right thing in the right way. Doing the right thing in the wrong way is not right. Like, that's the problem, right? But facts are facts, and increasingly, Donald Trump said a whole bunch of things that are now being reported as facts in the New York Times, right? And the whole NATO and pretty much every European nation is like, we didn't even do what we agreed to do, right? Let's just talk about the NATO nations, right? They're like, we signed up for this and we didn't meet our commitment, right? And everybody laughed at Donald Trump for saying, y'all's need to be spending 2% of your GDP on military. And they're like, nah, well, look at come on, man. World War II was like 80 years ago. Like, we don't need to do any of that, right? He was dead on right. Global villain came up, man. That dude, like, this global villain, he's claw bite. Like, it is bad. Like, this dude is like, we ain't seen anything like this in 80 years, right? We have not seen bald-faced global villainy like this in 80 years. And every NATO nation is like, oh my gosh, should it be 4%? Should it be 6% of our GDP? And they are all moving to permanent force posture. Permanent force posture. What's that mean? It means you ball out on your military spending and you get the dopest weapons you can get, right? And you get your tanks in colorways. Done. Right? That's it. That's permanent force posture. And all of NATO, and probably by extension, every European nation is going to go to permanent force posture. You want to hear something cool? America? We always been on permanent force posture, right? Like, we roll deep, man. Like, our tanks are dope. We own the air. We own the air. Like, Goose and Maverick don't allow nobody to fly when they up there. Like, that's it, right? Like, it's just Iceman with them, right? It's just like, right? And so America, we're like, y'all's need to catch up. We always been on permanent force posture, right? Were you guys always on permanent flaccid posture? Like, this ain't good. Like, it's just, yeah, it is definitely a thing. So I love language, right? And I absolutely love this idea of all of Europe going on permanent force posture, right? Because they've been swiftly reminded, right? That they can look right and they can look left, and they don't know if they're going to get invaded tomorrow, right? That's the reality, right? So that is my opinion. What is your opinion of permanent force posture? Are you excited that pretty much by 2023, every single nation in Europe will be on permanent force posture? Are you as excited about this as I am? Love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.